Hey folks, what's up? So there's a lot to talk about. Yeah, San Diego Comic Con was about a week or so ago, a little over a week. A lot went on, and yeah, there's been some more things that have popped up since then within the last couple of days. Actually, today I think some things even popped up as well. So I'm gonna talk about that a little bit and have some fun on this San Diego Comic Con wrap up, even though I was not there, unfortunately. But as always, are you ready? Then let's go. Hello, hello, folks. I am Antonio Pomars, and this is the Hungry Bleak Show, presented to you by the Hungry Bleak channel. I am, like I just said, the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you like, and thank you very much for being here. I know it's been a bit since I was here, maybe a couple of weeks ago or so, to talk about. I'll be honest with you, my brain kind of blanked out, but I know it was something important because I don't like to come on here, especially this time of year, if I don't have to come on here because we're already doing our Summer of Geek series on the channel with my incredible co-hosts Robert and Java Chan. But I'm going to get into some of the things from San Diego Comic Con. But before I do that, I want to speak about something really quick, which is Mahogany Books. They are having this huge event, excuse me, that is called the Black Books Matter Fest 2026, obviously, because it's the year 2026. And this is going to be actually tomorrow. This is 11 to 4. I think this is great. I'm excited for anything that, not just comic books, but books in general, like books all around that are written by Black people. I'm always in in support of it, whether I'm reading it or not. Whether it's like fantasy or sci-fi or alternate history, like whatever it is, that whole thing just makes my heart just pump even faster, and I love it. Like I said, comics are obviously my bread and butter. They're my first love, but reading in general is my first love. So regardless of what the book is, I'm here for it and I'm down for it. This event looks really just beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Like I said, this is going to be from 11 to 4. They're going to have panels and signings. Some of the ones that you can see here. Leslie Penelope discusses and signs the inevitable undoing of Zahara Douglas. This is her most recent book. I think it's been out for maybe a month or two, possibly. I want to say maybe. But this is cool because it's going to have friend of the show, Cerise Rennie Murphy, accomplished author in her own right. Is actually going to be having this discussion with her about her latest work, and that's awesome. I love seeing Black women and Black femmes just doing things, or Black female presenting people just doing incredible, amazing things. I think this is one of the reasons why I'm starting to try to get more into novels than I have. Um, just because there's so many Black women, female presenting femme um, writers out there that are doing these incredible books that are sci-fi, that are horror, that are fantasy, that are a mixed mash of everything, uh, smut, whatever it is. And look, no shame to smut. Absolutely no shame to smut ever. But I just love that and being able to see all of them because when I go to New York Comic Con and I do see authors, there are a lot of Black women. When I went to BookCon, it was cool because I got to see a different part of obviously geek culture that I'm not very in depth with, which is novels. And I saw so many Black women writing books and just being there, and it was cool. And I loved the look of it. Whether I was into the book or not, I just love seeing them sitting in their creative juices and just being cool as hell. And I think that's awesome. So yeah, like I said, this is tomorrow. It's just a really cool event, I think, and it starts at 11 a.m. It's for 5 hours. I think this is a great thing to go to, and it is at like I said, Mahogany Books, National Harbor, Oxon Hill, Maryland. I'm I need to get down to Maryland for books and to eat, because y'all know I love to read and I definitely love to eat. And I think this would be one of those events that I would be like, yeah, I need to come and check this out awesomely. So yeah, if you're able to, if you're in the area, please go and check out Mahogany Books Black Books Matter Fest. Um, yeah, just anything we can do to support and uplift is always cool, and I'm always so down for that. So congratulations to that. So now we're going to go into San Diego Comic Con. San Diego Comic Con was a blur, apparently. I can't imagine going out there. I've never been there. Um, but this was the first year I think that I looked at it and I said, damn, I really want to go because of all of the incredible people I saw there. People who I have spoken to, people whose work I've read, people who I've interacted with online here and there, or maybe had one or two chats. Seeing that was just so incredible and beautiful. But here are some of the things that really hit me. Some of the biggest news that I was like, ooh, I need to check that out because that's actually really dope. And I'm already in line for it. One of those things is DC said, all right, cool. Y'all want to keep talking about this, that, and the other? All right, bet, cool. Vixen ongoing series with Stephanie Williams and Kari Randolph. Two of my faves. Stephanie Williams has been on an absolute tear the last 3 or 4 years, I want to say. Low key and then just knocking it out the park. She's been my creative of the year, I think 2 years in a row, maybe, I want to say, just because of the variety of work that she's been doing and just knocking out the park being there. And also when I got to meet her, she was just one of the nicest people and just so cool and just wonderful to have a conversation with. And as far as Kari Randolph, look, I've been following Kari's art since before I knew who Kari was with Stanley Starborn. I want to say is the name of the title. And I was just in it. And then obviously I got to know his name with Mosaic, and then the work he did for Noble, and then obviously Excellence, which is one of my favorite comics, Sirens of the City, just absolutely banger after banger after banger. This is going to be such a beautiful book, and this is the first ongoing series that Vixen has had. Now, I read, I think it's Return of the Lion, that limited series from 2007, 2008, I want to say. I actually bought that for my birthday for myself when I was in New York. And I read that. And obviously Justice League Unlimited and the CW Arrowverse shows. But to get this interpretation from Stephanie Williams and Kari is going to be phenomenal. I'm absolutely buzzing, excited about this. Two of my favorites on this title. It's just amazing. And this has been, I want to say, Stephanie was saying this has been like 2 years in the making. And having a horror tint to it as well. And she said she's going to, Vixen's going to have her own rogues gallery. Such a key point. Heroes that we know, or characters that we know who are iconic, phenomenal, that we love seeing, they always have a rogues gallery. And the rogues gallery always kind of defines how great the hero is, which I love that. If you have a poor rogues gallery, you're not really hitting that much. So to have that, which was a very key, important beat and detail to say, absolutely got me. I'm here for this. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for the stories. I'm ready for the variants. I'm ready for everything with this. Now, y'all was talking all this mess about DC and this and that, what have you, wanting to support and haven't had an ongoing Black series and we haven't had it, and blah, 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 what have you. Now, the biggest announcement, the first announcement I want to say from everything is Vixen, Black female character, written by a Black woman. Don't go backpedaling now because some of y'all were talking that mess, but you really meant, hey, we haven't had a male character in a while. Can you give us another male character? Some of y'all did. Don't pull that bullshit right now. This is important. This is iconic. This is a landmark moment. This is a shift. Told y'all Stephanie was a catalyst. Told y'all. This is the moment. I'm excited to read, check this out. I'm hoping there's t-shirts. I want a t-shirt. I want all of it. Give me all the smoke. Give it all to me. I'm so happy. But I need y'all to go and support this. Must pre-order it. Get in there. Y'all was talking all this yip yap. Come on. let's get in. Don't start shrinking back because the biggest like one of the biggest things was a black woman is writing this comic about a black woman. This is awesome. This is something to be celebrated and read and enjoyed and vibed with. All right, this is what we need. Now, DC said, okay, cool. Well, you know what? Hold my drink because I got something else for you. And they said, look, Static, ongoing title, being written by Cody Ziegler. I am in the midst of Cody Ziegler's Miles Morales series. I think I'm on volume 4 because I just read the one about the war, like the street gangs like going at it. So I want to say that this is going to be volume 4. I want to say, and I'm absolutely loving it. So I can only imagine what Cody's going to do with Static. And again, another ongoing series. I was not excited to hear that Static was going to be part of Teen Titans. Did not care. I wanted Static. If I'm going to get Static, I want him in a solo series. I want it to be him. I don't care about him being with the Titans because it was a way of kind of hiding him again. Did not care. This brings something to my my brain, like my taste buds, like amazing, wonderful. I'm all for this. If Cody can do with Static what he's done with Spider-Man, absolutely phenomenal. Giving Miles a bit more depth and his powers and almost like an anxiety type of thing that's going on with him and his powers and Spidey sense. Putting that with Virgil, who is getting back into things and trying to rediscover who he is as a hero and coming back. I'm so excited for this, and I'm so excited to see where this goes. Another one that, look, y'all talking that talk, you getting these series, bet. So DC once again said, hey, yo, hold my beer. I know all 3 of these series are DC, and DC didn't have to say hold my beer to DC self, but in my joke world, it is saying it. We're also getting a Steel series, ongoing as well. And this is going to be written by Morgan Hampton. Morgan Hampton, my introduction was Cyborg. Yes, the Cyborg series. Again, I'm happy to see this. Steel is a character that I'm familiar with. I haven't really gotten in depth in reading a series, though. I've enjoyed Steel. I don't know. Well, I do enjoy Kiss from a Rose, obviously, but I enjoy Steel. Having seen the interpretation of Steel, whether it was in Justice League Unlimited or in My Adventures with Superman, which I love that series. But to read a series from Morgan Hampton will be exciting. And I'm not sure if which Steel is going to be focusing on, or if they're going to be flip-flopping back and forth. I would love that, honestly. I think that would be great too. I'm here for it. Yes, give me some more of that. I am here. So that's like all the comic book stuff that I can think of that was really cool. But there was more stuff that happened there. Obviously, we know that one of the biggest things at San Diego Comic-Con is Hall H. Hall H is this big revered thing. You know, whenever someone says Hall H, they can always kind of think of a moment from the MCU that they show someone being cast, or they announced a new movie or something like that. And one of the big things that we got this year is that we got news of Black Panther 3. I wear this t-shirt because that Black Panther, the MCU series, movies are very bittersweet for me. I still have trouble watching Black Panther or Black Panther Wakanda because of Chadwick. That probably seems silly to some people. It's been, years since he's died, but it just hits because I see him on screen being just the embodiment, and he's not here anymore. Even hearing his voice, it honestly does something. So watching that, watching Endgame, watching Infinity War are just very difficult for me. But this is beautiful because we're going to be getting a grown up T'Challa, who is the son of T'Challa. But you may remember that he was also named Toussaint. And he's going to be played by David Johnson. We know him from Alien Romulus. We also know him most recently from The Long Walk. I'm excited for this. Some people saying, "Oh, he doesn't really look. He doesn't. Oh, How can he do this? What have you? He's not gonna blah 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 blah. Whatever. Shut up. The thing that I love about this is that Ryan Coogler, I trust Ryan Coogler. Obviously, he has given us some of the best movies that are for us, by us, and loving us. So I'm here for it. But one thing I will say to David is, if I'm sure he's not watching or listening, but welcome to the MCU. But I also want to say this: I know this is a heavy role to take, and this is a lot of pressure on you. Do you, do your thing. Show us why Coogler trusts you and why we trust Coogler. Because he would not have put you in this role if he did not think that you would have been great for this role. Because there's a lot of weight and a lot of emotional heft to this role and to Chadwick. This is how wild it is. When Chadwick passed, Comixology said, "Hey, we're going to give you all the Black Panther comics for free for like a month or two." That's how big this is. So, David, congratulations to you. This is going to be a monumentous thing. Um, and we're going to, again, trust Coogler, because Coogler would have done this if he didn't feel it was right. I feel like you're going to really do a great job with this. And don't let them get to you. Don't let social media, don't let the influencers, don't let the clout chasers, don't let the loudmouths get to you. Do your thing. Have fun with the cast. I want to see bloopers. I want to see how beautiful this can be. And I'm looking forward to it. It will break my heart, and I probably will tear up in the theater like I did in Black Panther 2. But look, we're here for it. So do it. And congratulations to you. It's a big moment. But unfortunately, the other side of the coin must be seen as well. Wonder Man has been canceled. I don't know what to tell you about this one. We got word that this was a huge series, did so well, ratings wise, viewership wise, critically, amazing, wonderful show, and it had already been renewed for season 2. Then they said, nope, we're going to take that away, and we're going to cancel it. This came out maybe yesterday or a day or so. And then also we hear word from Mahershala Ali saying, you know what, Blade is not going to happen. If they wanted to make it, they wouldn't have made it. This announcement came after San Diego Comic-Con. So no Blade of any type sort. We're not getting a game either. We're not getting a live action movie anytime soon. And Wonder Man was canceled. Wonder Man was such an amazing series where it was about an actor trying to hone his craft and get this audition tape done, who just happened to have powers. But it was more the focal point on the actor and his acting, and that being his true power, his true life, his true love, his true gift to the world, not his powers. And I love that. Fans said they wanted something different. They got Eternals, and then fans didn't know how to act to that. Then we didn't get any more Eternals. Now people are saying, "Oh, Eternals was great." This is a series that people were saying right off the bat, "Wow, this is great. This is awesome." Yaya did such an amazing job. Sir Ben Kingsley doing a phenomenal job as always, coming out of nowhere in the MCU, just being this most beloved and beautiful part of it. Truly, I don't know what you're thinking with this, and it's ridiculous that you would do this, but it brings up something that I would like to discuss, as far as the Bleak perspective. Put your support in them. So like I just said, we're not getting any Blade movies. We're not getting any Blade animated thing. We're not getting a game. We don't have a Blade series anymore, which was one of the best things I had read. Shout out to Brian E. Hill, who's going to be taking over Miles Morales this month. I want to say he's actually going to be starting in August. tomorrow. But I say put your support in them. What do you mean by that, Antonio? Well, here's the thing. I was in a chat and a show was canceled. I forgot what it was. I think it was a Star Trek show. And they were like, oh, it sucks that it's being canceled, what have you. They say, yeah, you have all this other stuff that is Star Wars. You have a huge, wide variety of shows that are Star Wars. So you still have that at least. Like, well, we really love this series. This series is great, what have you. And I said, look, this is what you can do. You can go back and rewatch the series because it's not like it was 20 years ago when you didn't get it anymore. At least you can still stream it. You can watch it over and still can enjoy it. But this is what you do. Simple thing. Whatever it is on the show that you liked, if it was the actors, the writing, the producing, the directing, the sound effects, the catering, whatever it is, you go and support them in their next project. If that actor or actors is going to another project, you support it. You check it out. You go with there. The more you follow the creatives, you give them more opportunities to get roles and to evolve, whether they want to become a writer and a director and a producer, whatever they want to do. They get more clout, they get more power. And when they get more power, they're able to pick and choose the roles, but they're also able to create roles and create projects for the culture, for the whole community. At a certain point, I stopped following characters and I started following the creatives when I was reading a comic. If a comic got canceled, oh, that sucks. But I really like that writer. I really like that artist. I really like that colorist. I really like that letterer, whoever it was. And I followed them to their next project. Sometimes I didn't even know. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And I was like, oh, same writer. Okay, cool. Now let me follow them. Now that I know who they are, let me follow them. That's what happened with Brandon Thomas. I didn't know who Brandon Thomas was. I just like, oh, I like this book. I like this book. Then I noticed, oh, they're all the same guy. Let me follow him. And I follow him to different projects. You follow creatives to their next project if that project is canceled. If that original project you found them on is still going and they're doing something else, you still follow them to that other project. You make it so they go from being unrecognizable to being undeniable by following them to their next project, by supporting them, by showing, hey, I got this comic written by Boom 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 and art by Boom Boom, colored by Boom Boom, what have you. That's how you uplift the community, uplift the creatives, and you get more of the projects that you want to see because they're going to create projects that are for us, by us, loving us. That's it. You stop supporting things that you don't like enjoy or that don't enjoy you or that ain't for you. Take in point, Blade. We're not getting the movie, obviously, right? So Mahershala Ali, who is, does he even need any of our help? Obviously. He's one of the best actors out there, obviously. But he's got a new movie called Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. No, that's not the opening of a joke. That's literally the name of the movie is Your Mother, Your Mother, Your Mother. And he's going to be doing swordsman stuff as well in it. And I didn't realize that the movie is going to be directed by the same person that they had who was supposed to be directing Blade. So this is a case in point of you're getting two birds for the cost of one. That's not how it works. Two birds and one stone. I don't like that. Two birds in the bush. I don't know, but you're getting two birds. I don't know. And you're able to support him in this movie that looks so good and ridiculous. And he's putting those swords. I think he said he trained with a sword for like a year. And all we got was a voice. And the director didn't get to do anything with Blade, and now they made this movie. I love that. Show the creatives that you're following them, that you love their work, that you're here for it. And they will begin to see it. They'll begin to vibe off it. They'll become bolder and stronger and more confident in their skills, in their talents, and in the projects that they're doing because they're saying the people love this. That's how you do it. You show that love, you show that support, And, don't listen to bad faith actors because there are a lot of you. Oh, and by the way, the bad faith actors out there who are trying to take credit for now having Vixen, Steel, excuse me, and Static, your little kerfuffle did not cause that. It was the blood, sweat, and tears of the creatives and doing the pitching and everything that did that. Stephanie Williams said that this was like a 2-year thing. You know what I mean? So don't sit there trying to take credit for it. That's disgusting to the community. That's disgusting to the writers, the artists, everything. You didn't do that. All your little kerfuffle did was point out that you couldn't support Black comics and Black writers and Black indie comics without bringing up other companies. Don't do that. Don't do that. Give the credit where it's due. Give the credit to people who earned it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Indie comics are one of the things that are so beautiful. Black indie comics in particular are so beautiful. I buy them, I read them, I'm slapped upon the face with them. I'm like, wow. The other day, someone sent me a link. I was like, hey man, thank you for the support and everything like that. Here's a link to a copy of this comic. And I was like, oh, I don't ask. I never ask for a free comic. That's not my thing. I buy because that's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to buy it because I respect, again, your blood, your sweat, your tears, your skill, your talents, the time you took away from your own self, from your loved ones, from your family, editing, re-editing, rewriting, doing the art, hating the art, redoing the art, hating the art, the colors, everything. I respect it too much. But sometimes people will say, hey, thank you so very much for the support. You've been there since day one and you've been waiting for this, and you've read it all and you've loved it and you've been down and thank you. And sometimes people will do it. I appreciate it always, but I will never ask you for that because that's not my thing. That's not my thing. I'm not looking for that. But it shows that the community shows love, just like the people who are here supporting them show love. And that's where it's at. Remember that. So support needs to be put into these creatives. If their project again gets canceled, follow them to their next project and support them again and dig on it, vibe on it, love on it. That's where it's at. I don't know what else to tell you. We have to get to a point where we got to stop listening to bad faith actors, people up here trying to just get engagements just so they can talk about something that they're trying to take credit for. That's not cool. Thank you, said. Like man, sometimes every so often I say something that isn't related to pancakes or amazing Black women in sundresses or my love of chai, as I have an iced chai right here. But folks, I'm gonna get off my soapbox so I can go back down to being 5'5". And I want to say thank you. Thank you so very much for the summer series. We've had a great job, a great time, I should say, doing it, but I should say that they are doing a great job. Robert and Ashley are Java. That's almost like calling Cyclops Scott. Sorry. Are amazing people, and I'm so happy to be doing this with them, and I want to grow this more. Might want to do a horror channel as well. Don't know. See what happens. But until that time, thank you so very much, folks. I always appreciate it. San Diego Comic Con was an amazing thing. I hope to go there by my 50th birthday. By my 50th year, I hope to be there. Like I said, this past year was just something so great, and it taught me one of the most beautiful things possible. Seeing everyone there, and I mean, from seeing the Black Heroes Matter yearly picture to seeing Greg Anderson, at least he's there. I always think I'm going to say his name bad. I also just had a stutter. I apologize. Sometimes my stutters come out during the show. I'm sorry. Seeing M. Shy S. Dash there as well with Fumes was awesome. Seeing Regine Sawyer You know, the queen's crown was just ever so flowing and vibrant as always. I would love to go there and just be in those rooms and hearing those things. And it's awesome. It's cool. It's crazy. And it's beautiful. And I absolutely love it. But yeah, like I said, support where support is needed. Actually, someone, speaking of support, someone actually said, oh, hey, yeah, that they were there. And I was like, oh, thank you very much. And they were like, yeah, I went to an industry thing. And I was like, oh, cool, cool, cool. You know, because I like hearing stories about certain things because it's very interesting to me to see the in and outs of things and the workings. And she said, oh yeah, well, you know, I was saying your name and the name of your show, and I was like, what? And she was like, oh, well, yeah, of course. I was like, I'm honored. Thank you. So yeah, of course, because of your advocacy for things and your support. And I was like, wow, somebody said my name in a room I wasn't in. Scratch that. Somebody said my name in a state I've never been in. You know what? Scratch that. Somebody said my name in a time zone I've never been in. Thank you. That's legit. Thank you. I was like everlasting gobstopped by that. But that's what support means. Rising tide raises all ships, and we all help each other out. That's the beauty of it. That's it. So on that note, folks, I'm gonna get out of here. You have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. Please join us this Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where our Summer of Geek will be back, and we'll be talking about remakes that we like, remakes that maybe we didn't like, or maybe some that should be remade to give it a second chance, a redemption, if that. We'll be talking about that, and we'll go from there. All right. You have a very good evening. Enjoy the rest of it. Please be safe. Drink water. Take your vitamins and take your meds, whether it's for a physical, emotional, or mental ailment, because I want you to be the best you that you can be, and you deserve that. You've earned that. All right. As always, I'm angry, yes, but I want to keep it positive. So do a wonderful thing, and I'll see y'all later. Bye. Two buttons always, always. Jesus.